Inside a dark medieval castle, the flicker of candlelight struggles to illuminate the stone walls. The air is heavy, damp, and filled with the faint echo of footsteps that do not belong to anyone visible. The camera moves slowly, drifting through the hallway, until it finds a tapestry depicting a royal wedding. At first, the colors are vivid, a bride adorned with jewels, a groom in his finest attire, courtiers smiling with false delight. But the longer the tapestry is shown, the more it begins to change. The bride's figure fades, her face dissolves, leaving only a crown floating in the emptiness of the woven cloth. A chilling voice whispers, "Marriage for these women was not a union, not love. It was a sentence carved by the cruelty of their dynasty." The camera cuts to a banquet table glittering with gold, goblets overflowing with wine, but the richness is a disguise. Slowly, the feast begins to decay before the viewer's eyes. The bread molds, the fruit rots, the wine turns to a dark sludge dripping from the edges of the cups. Flies gather on what was once a symbol of abundance. In the background, ghostly laughter echoes and then turns into cries of pain. Opulence hid the truth. Behind the gold, behind the silks, there was suffering no one dared to speak of. As the music deepens, portraits of queens appear, painted with care centuries ago. Their eyes seem alive, following the viewer, but soon the paintings begin to crack. Smiles turn into grimaces, their faces melt into shadows. Each portrait dissolves into darkness, leaving only faint outlines of crowns above empty figures. History recorded their names, their beauty, their titles, but history chose silence when it came to their torment. The screen fades to black, then reopens on a crown resting upon a velvet cushion. Slowly, a hairline fracture spreads across its surface, then another recurrent, until the crown itself begins to collapse under its own weight. Dark liquid seeps from the cracks, dripping onto the velvet like blood that cannot be contained. A voice whispers again. Behind every crown was a curse, no one dared to speak. The camera drifts into the throne room, once grand but now filled with shadows. The throne itself is empty, but faint voices of women echo in the chamber. Their whispers overlap, creating a haunting chorus. We were crowned, and we were condemned. The throne crumbles into dust, leaving only the broken crown glowing faintly in the dark. The imagery becomes darker still, flashes of pale faces, trembling hands, eyes filled with sorrow. The sound of chains rattling grows louder, as if the palace itself were a prison built to hold its queens. The final image shows a heavy wooden door slamming shut, leaving the viewer in complete darkness. Then the words appear, glowing faintly in red. This is only the beginning. What you have seen is just a fragment of the hidden hell endured by royal women. Final call to action. If you want to uncover the full truth, darker, more horrifying than you imagine, subscribe now and watch the complete video on our channel. Behind the crown was never glory, only the curse of blood.